And now, the story of a family whose future was abruptly canceled.
The Bluth family is back in business. Thank you to Netflix out there. They saw that people wanted more, and they are giving us more. A whole new season.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
What did you think, my friend, of the brand new episodes of Arrested Development?
Yes, the banana stand is open once again, and they have borrowed the mantra from the Seinfeld series, no hugging, no learning. That's the Bluth family through and through.
No one will be there to hear your screams.
This show and I in the fourth season didn't get off on the right foot. It really took a little while for me to reconnect with this family again and to try to remember why I cared about this show at all, because I think the first two seasons in particular are the best. The third season is a little uneven, and this fourth season gets off to a really uneven start. Do you have that same experience?
It's almost like it's too smart for its own good. I mean, it feels like 70 different conversations are happening at the same time.
But it certainly wasn't embraced by the local Indian community.
Get a true sense of the oneness of all.
Sometimes that gets a little exhausting, but that's also the overpowering charm of Arrested Development and why it's worth repeat viewings.
Let's get juiced.
Because there's so much information coming at you, you kind of forget it as it's coming into your head.
Well, you got an iPad screen going, you got an iPhone screen going, you got the Wii U going, and you got Netflix going at the same time. But you're kind of right, though. It is kind of like the snake that eats its own tail. Right. It's become so self-referential.
So easy to forget. It's so easy to forget.
But they assume that we've all become these sort of religious acolytes for the show, that we know every tiny little detail. And you know what? I watched the first two seasons and the third season multiple times. Yeah. I don't know what's going on half the time, at least for the first 6 episodes of the new season. But then it kind of turns a corner because I realize what's happening is they're putting all the pieces in place for some big machinations that happen in the later episodes.
I didn't want to make a big deal about it. You haven't.
The other thing that they've done here is each episode, they've devoted it to a single character.
It's Michael's Arrested Development.
So Michael gets a lot of episodes to himself.
Everybody's interwoven, and you see everybody, because I think when you hear that or you read that or someone tells you that, you think, oh my God, am I just going to follow one character and none of the other actors are going to appear?
I'm back.
It definitely has to be seen, and hats off to Netflix. I think this is wonderful planning and foresight, and like to steal the spotlight like this in the entertainment universe.
Oh, great. Now you're gonna make me cry. Oh, lizard, look a lizard.
Cute.
Really, really intelligent thing
Gotta
that they've
tell
done.
you something though.
Yeah.
House of Cards is still my favorite
Of their stuff,
Netflix
for sure,
show. This is my second favorite Netflix quote-unquote original series.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit crestfallen. I can't. I wanted it to be better.
Don't you love the flashback sequences with the stolen footage logos?
Yeah, I thought there was something wrong with my Netflix when that was happening.
That was funny as hell too.
Everything in the end ultimately makes sense. All the pieces to the puzzle get orchestrated together in a beautiful way, so you got to stick with it. Even in moments when you feel like the shrill ukulele music is driving you nuts, you got to stay with this, follow the thread all the way through to the end, and there's a satisfying conclusion.
And so Tobias, hoping to straighten out his image, set out on a new start.
This feels like charity work almost, that they brought this dead show back to life again.
Now let's see them do the same thing with Firefly and a few other shows. That'd be incredible. What are you going to give Arrested Development on Netflix?
An 8, you anus tart.
I'm going to give it an 8 as well. That's not very nice.